guys, welcome to the Minimalist Mama. I'm Emily and I'm so glad you're here today because today I'm sharing our budget makeover of our bathroom. So when we first moved into this house, we had 2 full bathrooms, but with the renovations that we needed to do, we ended up turning one bathroom into part of the kitchen and then turning the pantry into a half bath. Anyway, there was nothing glaringly terrible about this bathroom when we moved in, but after being cooped up here in the house for so many weeks, I really wanted to take on a project that would just make our everyday lives a little bit better. And making a few changes in this bathroom was where I decided to start. Okay, so I don't know how far I'm gonna get because Bennett's gonna wake up from his nap any minute, but I will show you our current bathroom situation before I start decluttering. There's just not much storage in here. As you can see, this is pretty much it behind the door, and then this tiny little cabinet over here, which is not good for storing very much, but I do have like a bunch of stuff from FabFitFun and other toiletry stuff I'm not using right now, so most of that can probably actually go. But I definitely want to do something with this open shelving situation to make it look better. I would love to have all of our towels in here, but they currently can't fit. And then we've got bath toys. This is all my stuff on this shelf with the kids' stuff in there, some of it. More assorted toiletries and such and stuff up there. And then under the sink here, this is our medicine cabinet, essentially. It's where all of our medicines and such go. And then cleaning stuff and period supplies. So I really want to figure out a way to maximize this space, maybe with some little drawers, but I definitely need to take everything out and go through it first, especially the medicines, because I'm sure there's expired stuff in there. And then this is our little medicine cabinet too, which could really use another shelf right here, but what we got. Make the most of what we got and try to clean and organize this stuff up. Naturally, step 1 is to declutter, which means taking everything out and going through it. So I really want to replace this cabinet because it looks nasty and get something better. But look at all of these screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus nails. 1, 2, I think there's 2 more down there. It's insane. I'm not actually sure how we even fit all of this in the bathroom. It's kind of impressive. So after you've cleaned everything out, the next step is to sort into categories. Skincare, hair care, that kind of a thing. And then also be sure you check expiration dates because toiletry items do expire. You can look these dates up online, and you don't want to be using expired products on your skin. But unfortunately they did not fit under the sink or in the shelves behind the door. Too tall. There too. So I needed to come up with a plan B. Hi guys, so back at it. The kids are in bed. It's nighttime, which is why the lighting is terrible. Then I decided to paint this mirror black. For a long time I shopped for a new mirror to go in here, but I just wasn't finding anything that would fit. And then I had this idea to just use some matte black paint and paint the existing mirror. And it's honestly like having a brand new mirror. As much as I liked an all white bathroom, it just felt really boring and bland, and I needed something to add some dimension to the walls. So we happen to have this gray paint already because we use this color in our office downstairs. I painted the bathroom at night after the kids were in bed, sometimes staying up till 11:30, midnight, because as you'll see, it wasn't quite as straightforward as I thought it might be. The paint is not sticking to the wall. As it turns out, the white paint that was already in the bathroom was a really high gloss paint, and so it made this paint had a really hard time sticking to it, which is why I ended up having to do at least 3 coats. But once it's painted, it already looks so much better, especially without that awkward cabinet over the toilet. Brian was able to get this cabinet down, as you can see, before I painted it. So next it was time to upgrade details like the towel rod, toilet paper holder, and the knobs on the cabinets, and the shower curtain rod. I debated on going with all matte black fixtures or gold, and I ended up doing a mix of both, and I actually really like the combination. Then I had to patch up the holes from the old toilet paper holder and towel rod because this new towel rod I got was a different size, and I put it in a new location so that it wasn't on the beadboard anymore. And yes, I'm just using my finger to touch up just these one spots. So I asked Brian if there was any way he could build a door to cover those shelves behind the bathroom door next to the sink, because as much as I decluttered, it still just didn't look good. The reality is that we're a family of 4 people and we gotta keep all of our stuff somewhere. To my surprise, he said we already have doors for that. He found them in the garage after we moved in. We sanded it down, repainted it, and we used the same gold knobs that we put into the bathroom cabinet and that we also use throughout our house. So now with painting, new fixtures, next was time to tackle the floor. And this was my biggest pet peeve in the whole bathroom to begin with, was this ugly linoleum. But I knew at this point we couldn't tear it all out and do tile, which is the dream. But this is really phase 1 of this bathroom, just to get us through until such a day comes when we can tear out all the flooring and totally redo the bathroom or make it bigger, or whatever else we decide. I decided to go with peel and stick flooring that would look really nice and just update it a little bit. So I followed the directions on the package to start in the middle of the floor and lay them out in a grid format so that you have full tiles in the middle of the floor. But first I had to navigate with this toilet and cutting pieces to fit it, and I went through at least 3 tiles just trying to get the first one in. 3rd time's the charm! Yay! So I realized I wasn't going to have enough because of the pattern. The way I've been laying out the floor, I'm going to have to cut a ton of little strips to go around the edges of the whole room. So I told Brian, and he came up and took a look at it, and he thought I should have gone with my first instinct of starting in the corner and laying it out from there, because that way I'd have a lot fewer cuts to make. We might try to pick them back up and re-stick them. I'm a little nervous about that because I'm afraid then they weren't going to stick. So we'll see. With moving the pattern over to line it up with the cabinet, we needed to redo the ones under the toilet, and so this time Brian just loosened the toilet so we could lift it up and slide the pieces underneath. And this was so much easier and looked so much better than trying to cut them to fit that curve. And we were still able to reuse all those tiles I had already cut to use them as the edge pieces. The boys really like the new floor and we're very surprised to see it. So, of course, you've seen I painted this mirror black, and that just helped so much to make it modern and updated in here. And then a new shower curtain rod and curtain hooks there. And then let me show you under the sink. So in this cabinet, after I decluttered it, now we have medicines in there that are not frequently used. Anything that we use a lot, I have it in the medicine cabinet behind the mirror. And then I have this little box for my period stuff. And then first aid kit here. Child safety lock, which I'll put back on when I'm done filming. Toilet brush, some disinfectant wipes. And then in here I have my nail stuff and bath salts. Here's all the toothbrushes and razors, extra stock of that stuff. And then down here is extra stock of facial cleansers and shampoos. I decluttered that stuff a lot, really pared it down. There used to be a lot more that was kept in the laundry room. So pretty happy with that setup. As much as I really wanted some clear plastic thing here with drawers that would pull out, this actually works really well. And these containers are so cheap. You really don't have to shell out for the fancy containers to have a nice organized system. And then this is my favorite thing about our bathroom project. These doors, being able to close off those open shelves that you saw before. So now I'll show you what's inside. So here on the top, all I have are cotton balls. Extra cotton balls. Maybe eventually we'll put some other stuff up there. But this is my shelf. So I've got my makeup bag, my bag of all my hair accessories, and then this is all my toiletries. So I've got my hair stuff here in the back, some self-tanning spray, and then my face stuff here, my dry brush, which I love. All that stuff is here. So, keeps it all contained in this nice little rope basket that I actually bought at Aldi's. And then here is Brian's section, and then the boys' stuff. And then down here we have washcloths, some wipes, and then the bath toys. And usually there are a lot more bath toys, but we played with them outside in our little pool, our blow-up pool a couple days ago, so they are still drying out downstairs. And then I've got our towels. I found that rolling them actually helped them to fit best down here. So that is what I have been doing. So it is greatly decluttered and organized, but I am still really happy that I can just shut these doors and hide it all away. and it looks so nice. And of course the floor is the real showstopper here. I love that the black ties in with our matte black accents and the shower curtain rod and the mirror and this modern kind of bold tile print. And it was pretty expensive to do. Just took some time. I hope you enjoyed watching this bathroom makeover. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to check out the playlist that I'll link here, and also hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next video that I post. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time.